In March, power customers may face a bill shock of 6 rupees and 10 paise per unit, Pakistan News. Because the government paid a high price for generating power from furnace oil and diesel in January, citizens should expect a rise of 6 rupees and 10 paise per unit in their March energy bills. The Central Power Purchasing Agency, CPPA, notified the power sector regulator in an application that the net cost of energy generation for the month was 12 rupees and 61 paise per unit. The National Electric Power Regulatory Authority, Nepra, has established a reference fuel charge of 6 rupees and 51 paise per unit, or kilowatt hour. The CPPA has requested a 6 rupees and 10 paise per unit hike for the January Fuel Charges Adjustment, FCA. On February 28, Nepra will hold a public hearing on the topic, asking all parties involved, including people, to give their perspectives on the CPPA's demand. The CPPA's requests for gasoline price modifications, on the other hand, are frequently approved by the regulator. According to the CPPA's application, the cost of energy generated by high-speed diesel, HSD, was the highest, 25 rupees and 98 paise per unit, followed by electricity generated by furnace oil, 22 rupees and 80 paise per unit. Despite the fact that HSD provided just 6% of total power produced in the nation, its high cost helped to raise the net basket price. Furnace oil generated little over 14% of the power. The cost of coal-fired electricity, on the other hand, was cheaper, 14 rupees and 10 paise per unit. Coal-fired power plants produced more than a third of all electricity. The cost of power produced from natural gas and regasified liquefied natural gas, RLNG, was 7 rupees and 74 paise and 16 rupees and 70 paise per unit, respectively, accounting for 14.37% and 7.12% of total energy generated. Nuclear power plants were the cheapest source of energy, 1 rupee and 7 paise per unit, contributing 14.37% of total output. The CPPA also told Nepra that there was, virtually, no power production from hydro, wind, or solar sources in January due to no discharge from the dams and minimal sunlight and wind flow throughout the month. The proposed rise has been slammed. The CPPA's appeal to Nepra has sparked outrage among politicians, with PMLN President Shehbaz Sharif criticizing the projected 6 rupees per unit increase in power costs. Raising the already terrible energy prices after throwing the enormous fuel price rise bomb on the public is entirely and utterly unacceptable, the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly said in a statement. Mr. Sharif also said that, rather than reducing inflation, Imran was preoccupied with suppressing his critics and opponents, which was bad. This Imran Rs6 administration only understands how to raise fuel prices owing to the global market, he said, but it was completely blind when worldwide oil prices fell.